Hey y'all, NK here and welcome back to the Cookery. Today I'm going to be doing another product review of something that I've actually been using a lot more, and it's super actually simple. It's probably the easiest blender I've ever used, although it's very small, and this is the max actually right here while we're at it. So I'm actually going to be chopping just a couple of vegetables to give you an idea of how it works, such as garlic, carrots, and a red onion here. So let's get to it and I'll show you guys actually how easy it is and why I like it. Alright, so first I'm going to give a simple overview of the actual product. So this here, the reason why it's actually smaller and probably cheaper than an actual blender is because this is actually plastic right here. So that's that. And there's actually, this doesn't have any like over thing like a lock. This is actually super easy to just twist on, but that's that. So this is the little blender in here. Obviously this is a chopper. And then you can just slide that back on, no big deal. Everything is very easy to handle and easy to use. So I just have to pop that back on. This is the power button up here, hence why there are no controls down here. But even though there's no like customized power thing, this is actually very powerful and it's 350 watts. So I like it either way. And plus you can do it for as long as you want or as short as you want. Alright, so now we are actually going to get right into the whole chopping. I usually so far have been using it a lot to make smoothies, which turn out really good, especially if it's just for myself. And it's not a big mess to clean at all, so that's another bonus. So first I'm going to add some garlic cloves in here just to get that minced garlic. And adding so. Okay, and this is actually a 3-cup liquid bowl, but I'm just going to do one at a time to show you guys how well each one can be chopped or minced in this case. So I'm actually going to just slide on the lid. Obviously for most blenders, the number one thing I've noticed that's different is that for most blenders you have to put it in a certain place and lock it. This one you could literally just slide it on because the power button is always in the middle. Now this is already plugged in, so fair warning, this is what the sound is like. Usually you can just press here, or a little hack I learned, you can really just press it down here from the side, because then the power button will still hit it, and you want to make sure that nothing comes out from the sides if it's a juice. So I'm just actually going to press it on top, and alright, so that was like 5 seconds and all the garlic has been minced for sure. So I can take off the lid if I want, obviously very simple. And then I can also just easily slide off the bowl here. That is the minced garlic. I can easily take out the chopper and then just have the minced garlic in here to scrape out and put back in the bowl. Alright, next on our list for the Hamilton Beach mini blender. Side note, it's actually not really called a mini blender, but I obviously like to call it a mini blender. It's actually just called like a stack and press, because you just stack it and then just press, I'm guessing. So that's basically what it's called, but in all actuality it's just like a mini blender. So I'm going to now put my red onions in here. Obviously take it out. I obviously just did a quick little rinse to get the garlic off, or if you don't mind, just put the garlic after, who cares. So I'm going to put this in like so. Basically we're just going up on the hardness scale. Obviously the carrots will be the last one because they should be the hardest to chop up. But yeah, so obviously this one is a little bit more. It's obviously just a little bit above the max if I don't press down a bit, but we'll see how it goes. So just have to slide the lid on, and then I'm going to press in the middle. Alright, and so for our last vegetable here, I'm going to add some carrots. Also, since there's obviously no controls here, if I just keep pressing down, it'll just turn into like either minced garlic or like a smoothie or however you want. So you can also just continuously pulse. It may take longer, but it just depends on how you prefer your vegetables, fruits, or anything else to be chopped. So I'm just going to add some carrots here. Alright, so I'm going to put my lid down, and this time I'm going to show you guys the difference if I actually pulse it. So just pulse as in stop, go, stop, go. Alright, and I actually think that should be good. So that is basically the difference when it is pulsed like that. Definitely a little bit bigger, definitely more of carrot size, so that is good. Alright, so now for the carrots, after I pulse them, the only difference here with this like stack and press is it's not completely consistent. Obviously there's some small pieces and obviously there's some big pieces here. So that is basically like the only main difference I'm really spotting between this smoothie blender and like a food processor or something. So these actually, I think this is actually really good for like smoothies, which is what I've mainly been using them for. And just like if you want something minced or really all consistent together, like a liquid or smoothie type of juice. So that's basically that. But it doesn't really matter if you really don't care if there's like a chunk here versus some small parts here. So that's basically our little Hamilton Beach stack and press review. Alright y'all, that is it for this week's video. I have been using this for a while now, for like mainly only for smoothies though. I'm not too big on cutting for vegetables, so I've been making some strawberry smoothies, some strawberry banana smoothies, basically just anything I can think of, and I really do like it. I think it's worth it because obviously if I don't want to use like the other blender that you guys have seen me use, it's definitely more of a mess and I have to clean more, especially if I only want like a cup to drink out of, which is exactly as I can get from this little one here. So that is basically all there is to it. I really like it so far. I think it's actually really easy to use and nothing too big or too messy about it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed or if you learned something, please comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe for weekly notifications. And until then, I will see you guys next week.